Let's discuss PLU costings. PLU costings refer to recipe creation for all PLU items. We can also create target GP percentages here to establish if your management team is hitting targets as encouraged. These costings are also vital for accuracy in our raw material usage report as well as any theoretical sales report. In Pilot Admin, select Costing, then PLU Costing. The PLU Costing window now opens. Let's discuss the layout of this window. We can view our PLU listing here. These include all PLUs and modifiers that all need to be costed accurately. If your PLU file is lacking costings, you will not see accurate reporting through our raw material usage report. Once updated here, it will update the unit cost in the PLU file. Any PLUs that are currently hidden in the PLU file will not reflect here to cost. You can sort the listing by clicking on one of the headings here or group the list by dragging a heading into the grey section here. We also have our search bar here at the top. If you have multiple PLUs with the same or similar recipes, you can select the PLU file, right-click on it and select Copy to copy the recipe over to the other PLU file. Next to the listing here, we have the recipe build or costing window for this selected PLU. The cost prices for the ingredients are updated through purchasing when selecting to save and update the cost price of an item. We can thus assume that purchasing needs to be done correctly to ensure correct and updated PLU costings. If your stock undergoes manufacturing and portioning, the PLU must be costed to the final manufactured or portioned ingredients and not the purchased ingredients. Reason being, of course, that the final costing of the portioned or manufactured product will differ from the purchased one. The quantities entered here needs to be inputted according to their master file unit. Any ingredient standard to the creation of the PLU recipe needs to be included here. To load a new ingredient, click on the Add button. A master file listing will open. Search for the item to add and double-click to include. Continue to enter the quantity required. You can select the item to delete if it's incorrect. Any ingredients that are not standard, in other words, customers' options or modifiers, needs to be loaded in the options window seen here. Some PLUs may have multiple options to load. For example, we could load a starch option as option 1 and the sauce options for the steak as option 2. Select the option and click Add Options to add the additional ingredients and quantities to deduct when these options are selected. If you would like to view the total costing for the PLU including the selected option, click on Print Options and follow the Report wizard to report on the PLU with its selected options as seen here. The target window allows you to input a target GP percentage or cost of sale percentage. By doing this, you can see if your management team is achieving the desired targets as per your instruction. You can also pull a target versus actual report here for comparison. The actual window will turn red if the target is not achieved. You can also use these targets to give you a recommended selling price when creating a new PLU and you are unsure what to sell it at. The actual window will show you the cost of PLU, GP percent and cost of sale percent, including the markup percentage. To view our costing report options, select Print. You will be asked to update your costings before selecting a report. Select Yes and wait for the update to finish. Now we can select the report we prefer. We can choose from the following options: the PLU costing details, the PLU cost price summary report, and lastly, as mentioned before, we can also print a target versus actual costing report.